Hey everybody, this is Ronnie from the Traveling Gilberts. We're coming at you with a EDC travel kit. Now, this is more of a every travel kit rather than an everyday kit. But it's got some things in there that some people carry with them every day, and I carry this stuff with me every travel. Every time I'm traveling, because there's just so much that you need. The way me and my wife, we travel, we vlog, we always come into situations where you might need to clean something, you might need to fix something. It always happens. So this is my kit. You start out with the pouch. It's a fold pouch. It's not one of the little smaller ones. Of course, you can make the little everyday carries with these. I can take a few things out of here, put them in my pocket, what I need for the day. These are really just little cheap ones that I found on, I think, Amazon or dollar store or something, but it's got some MOLLE on it, some little zipper pouches and stuff like that. It's more of a little wallet, but yeah, they're just cheap, but they do the job for the day, But this is my main kit. This one goes in my backpack, my daily backpack, as we travel around. So let's get into it. This is a Pro case, foldable Pro case. Now there we go. Start out with the hanks. I always usually carry a handkerchief with me, microcloth, and we found these. This is my wife's. This is a Lone Star Hanks, and this is Mighty Hanks. I bought one of these. It's a handkerchief on one side, it's microfiber on the other. Cleaning lenses, cleaning glasses, cleaning all kinds of things. These come in handy, and these are just basically microfiber cloths is what we use them for, but they're just a little more stylish. So this is Mighty Hanks, and this one is a Lone Star Hanks. The Lone Star Hanks, a few more little printed, little silly little, like Marvel comics, and you can get anything that you possibly would want, any pattern that you would want. This one is a Lone Star. It is it comes with a few more patterns. The other one's a little more sophisticated patterns, I guess you would say, or manly patterns. So those are the Hanks. These are the like I said, microfiber, cleaning cloths, get something in your eye, all kinds of things. You can do a ton of things with those. And here it is. Here's the kit. Let's start with the zipper pockets first. I guess what do you carry on this side? I have a little bit of everything. I have some Q-tips, a little baggie of Q-tips. The cotton swabs are the big thing, getting into the crevice and crannies, and like I said, I've had my camera fall over and getting sand on a beach. All kinds of little things, Of course, if you get something in your own ear or your eye, or you need to clean something, or these just, they're invaluable. I love them. Q-tips, fingernail files. I keep a couple of fingernail files. You never have when you get a little hangnail or something and drive you insane, or some skin tags or something. They just come in handy. You can use them for all kinds of things. But I always have one there. One of them kind of things that you don't miss it until you don't have it, and that's one of them. Let's see what else we got in here. I have just a couple little cases here, little black and white cases. You can put peels and stuff in them. I think I have the little one-use, the little one-use super glue, like a little super glue one-use thing. I just keep them in these little cases because you don't want that stuff to bust and get all over your stuff. So I just kind of keep them in there. You never know when you might need some super glue to, fix a wound or a little scratch or any little thing just to get you back where you need to be. Let's see what else we got in here. For those of you who know the struggle, sometimes you leave your glasses, you can't see or whatever. This is a little thing I picked up. It's a magnifying glass with an extra larger one here, but it comes with a little light. So whenever you're working on something, or you're reading on something, you need to look at your skin, you look at whatever. This it just comes in handy, really handy just to have, especially with the light on it. I love it. So I'm gonna leave that there. Let's see what else we got. Pocket duct tape. This is a little, you can buy these Amazon, you can get them at Walmart. It's just a little case that comes in. It's 5 yards of duct tape. And yeah, they're just super convenient. You never know when you might need a little duct tape to keep something, you know, put together. So duct tape, especially a little small form like that. Of course, you can probably buy some duct tape and fold it up yourself, but it's a lot easier when they do it for you. And I have a extra, it's kind of like a field notes, but it's for some Orbit key. It is a, yeah, just a organizer. I mean, it's just a little notebook. It's got little, I really like this one though, because it had a little spot where you could like have little check-offs, like if you do stuff, you know, it's got a little check-off in the back. It's got a little card holder here in the back. But Orbit key makes these, and yeah, you never know. When I'm a writer, I like to write everything down. I'm old school. I don't put it in on my phone, but there it is. I think that's all for that side. Let's go to this other side over here. This zipper pocket. It's more of the cleaning station, I guess you would say. This is your Viltronox. I guess the way you say it. Yeah, fingernail clippers. You know, you just you always need fingernail clippers, and it's got a little file here on this side. The clippers on this side, a little straight clipper. But yeah, this is you know, once again, if you get a hangnail or if you get anything like that, you know that you need some clippers. So yeah, I keep those in that zipper pouch, and I also have a pair of tweezers here, a little pair of titanium tweezers. Yeah, I like these. They're super, super. I mean, they feel good in your hand. I guess what you say, comfortable in your hand. They feel comfortable in your hand, and yeah, they're strong and, like I said, titanium, durable. But I like those. And you always need some tweezers. Let's see what else we got. I have a little small flashlight. I have a couple of flashlights here, but this is another little small one. It's just real cheap. You just turn it, you know, and turn it on, and I didn't blind you, but it's Olight puts these out. It's just you know, one level, I guess you would say. It's not a high beam, low beam, that kind of thing. It's just, you know, it's just a flashlight, get you through whatever you need to. You just turn it off. So, but it's got a little keychain on it. You never know when you need it. And instead of whipping out your big one, you know. I know I didn't just say that. But anyway, smaller, you know. What else we got? Okay, we have some paper clips. And I had just picked these up, these little small bottle openers. These are wine bottle openers, and yeah, you take the little end off, and the steel rod comes out, and yeah, it turns into a handheld bottle opener. And I got some paper clips in there also, so you never know when you need those. So yeah, but you always need a wine. My wife always needs a wine bottle opener. There's another little micro fiber cloth, just in case, you know, a little backup. Got a couple of alcohol wipes, well, 3 or 4 alcohol wipes. Help, they kind of go with the Q-tips, you know, in case you need to clean something, you know, electronic, microphone, or any of those kinds of things. You know, the alcohol, you know, is the way to go, not with soap and water. And I also have a refill to one of my pens. Pen refill. Now down here at the bottom, let's see what we got. I have a cable, a USB-C. You never know. Most things are USB-C except for a few little things. But I always keep one, you know, just an extra. Because I keep a lot of things in my backpack that's not in this toolkit. But yeah, you just never know. If I just have this with me, or you know, I'm not carrying the backpack, I'm just carrying a little sling or something. It's good to have an extra cord with you. Same thing with the a little micro SD card. Always keep an extra one of those. And here is the cable card. I know you have seen the cable card. It is a you know, it's a cord for everything. Let me get this thing open. All your cable attachments, you know, all your little SIM card removal, but every one of the different ones of these is all you know, your Lightning, your micro USB, your USB, and USB-C. You never ever know when you're just going to have to charge something. This will charge your phone for a little bit. I mean, enough in an emergency situation where you know, it would get you where you need to go. And it also holds a phone. It's a phone holder. And there's a light on here also. So, yeah, very cool. Always good in a pinch. I always try to keep it charged. And because this is one of those, it's a lifesaver. You know, if you ever run into a situation where you're going to have a little boost. We've got some stories to tell about you know, needing a phone charger, but it will charge your phone up enough to get you where you need to be. All right, this little pouch here, this little side pouch, this is where I keep all the tools. I mean, they're like real tools. These are your Allen wrenches, your hex wrenches. You know, I got a little. Most things don't get much bigger than this biggest one on like a tripod leg or. You know, any of those kinds of things. But these, like I said, it's always good to have the one you need. I know each one of my tripod legs, even my handheld tripods, they usually go with hex. So it's you know, you're gonna have to have your little wrenches. So that's a good thing to have. Now I've got a few wrenches here. I got a little small 4-inch crescent. I got a little 4-inch channel locks, and of course the ever popular, I call it Nipix, but some people call it Knipex. But you never know whenever you're working on something, especially with the Allen wrenches, your tripods, and all these kinds of things. If you need to hang on to a leg or something while you're turning, you know, the Allen wrench or whatever. These are all just good to have to hold the back of a nut while you're turning the screws, all those kinds of things. And they come in very handy. And they're very small. I mean, we're not going into fixing a car or anything with these things. It's mostly just basically tripods, cages, you know, all these different kinds of things. If you need to bend something, or you know, those work well for those kinds of things. And also, I also have a. Let me get this out before I tear something up. A very small screwdriver. It's one of the little, you know, for glasses or any small electronics. Not really my camera, but maybe something smaller than that. Got a little screwdriver here that you never can tell if you need. All right. I also have another notebook. This is the Write in Rain notebook. You know, Write in the Rain. I love them. I love my little notebooks. But this one here is a Write in Rain. You know, it's supposed to be able to write bad weather, whatever, underwater. So that's really great to have. All right, here we go. This is the cleaning tool, another cleaning tool. This is the OXO. I believe it's OXO. Now this was like a cleaner for your phone. This is my phone. You know, you can clean the screen, clean the computer screen on this end, laptop, and then you have the little soft brushes to get into your, like where your keys on your laptop. I mean, you can brush off most anything that you need cleaning, you know. But I like this thing. This is it worked well for me. I mean, I love this little. I don't know what material this is on the end. Maybe some kind of little microfiber or whatever. But it does its job. I mean, it really does. That's a great thing to have. And this one also came with it. You can buy them like a little combo. And it's just a little smaller version. You got a little brush on this end to get in little smaller places. And that same material that was cleaning the screen is on this end, but it's a little more, like I said, it's a point. And, you know, we actually dropped our camera, I said this once before, in the sand on one of our trips. And just to get the sand out of my cage, it didn't really hurt the camera too much. Didn't really get in there, but the little seams and stuff, this thing was great. And even on your laptop around the keys and at the top edge, this is definitely the way to go. I mean, I love this thing. When it comes up missing, I know I'm like, oh my God, where's my pen? So yeah, this is very, very, very cool. All right, here's a Milwaukee marker. It's just like I said, it's just one of those kinds of things you never know when you might need a little marker to mark something or like jot something down. But this is more of a carpenter's tool, you know, the ones that are right on sawdust and all that kind of stuff. So you're not going to have any problems, you know, with this rather than a Sharpie or something. So it's I enjoy it. It's really good. All right, next up is a couple of pens. I have a Write and Rain pencil, because I'd really, every once in a while I like to draw a little something or write a little something. This is a heavy little pencil, but it's, I don't want to say it's metal parts on it, but very heavy duty. Jot something down, and especially to sketch a little something. You know, you never know when you're like, oh, I like the look of that. You know, you draw a little something down. So yeah, I really enjoy this Write and Rain pencil. Here's a little Sharpie gel pen. I actually have my Fisher face pen in my other, really every day. I tote around because I love that Fisher space pen. I use it all the time. But just an extra gel pen to write, you know, whatever. I write notes down, write ideas down. Always got to have a pen. I got a couple of extras in my backpack. So that's where the other stuff is. But this, like you said, this is just my in case crap happens kind of bag. You know, it really is. In case something really goes on. I got some zip ties here. You know, in case I just need to, you know, I don't know, tie my shoe together, my shoestring breaks or what. You know, you never can tell what you're going to need a zip tie for. But, you know, I got 4 or 5 of them in here just to, you know, hold something together. Put 2 things together. Just, it's easy to just grab a handful of them and throw them in your bag. All right, this is I really enjoy this. This is like one of my little pride and joys. It is a Olight. It is a rechargeable. It's got the little magnet chargers. Feels great in the hand. It is it's got the little small, you know, it's got large, medium, high. Then it's got a very small light. If you hit it 3 times, it goes to turbo. I can actually feel the heat off this thing. And whatever you there it is, the little half. I don't know if y'all can even see that. It's like a little bit, it's called moonlight mode. Real small. Barely is a light. But when it's really, really dark, that comes in handy. Feels great in the hand. It's got a big, deep pocket clip. I love it. It's great. Next up, now this is I carry with me, well, just all the time. I've used this so many times since I've had it. There's a little thing of bits that comes with it. This is the Peter McKinnon camera tool. This is a pricey little gadget, but I have used it more than you can imagine. It is I have the hex wrench that I need the most in it, because you can take these out and put it in the little pouch, but you can have one here, you can have one under, I don't know if y'all can even see that, but there's one under here, that I can change out. It comes with you know, a little flat head. And this one is a Phillips head. On the other side, you have a Phillips head bit, and then you have another little flat bit on there, and then you have what I call the camera tool for sure, and that is the little bit flat head at the top. This one, I've used it to put my camera cage on, to take my camera cage off, to mount any kind of a 1/4 screw to the bottom of my camera for a gimbal. Any of those kinds of things. It's a great little thing. I mean, I just always need it. I always need it. It's got a little spot here for an SD card. I just keep one of the little micro extenders, or what do you want to call it, adapter. I keep one of these in here instead of a real SD card, because you always need one of those, especially to read your micro SD card, you know, in your computer or whatever. And I'm always looking for one, so I just keep it in there. Deep pocket clip. It's one of them kind of things. This is probably one of them I would pull out of this pack and tote with me for the day, along with my very last thing, is which I really, really love. And I don't like Joby Gorilla Pods. I really don't. I used to. I have the Photo Pro. It's kind of like that, but it doesn't have the little sections. But Joby does make one thing that I really, really, really enjoy, and that is this. And it's in my pocket just about every single day, on a cruise, on a trip, or whatever. It's really a phone mount. You pull the little tripod legs out, and you just stand up the little phone clip. I don't know if I can see that, but then you just stick your phone in there, and you can set it on a table. You can set it wherever. I mean, you can set it, do whatever. But one of the things that I do with this is not only use it like it's intended, but I will take this phone clip off. I'll unscrew it, take this phone clip off, and now I have anything I want. I mean, I could put this under my DJI Osmo Pocket and have it just sitting there. I can have a camera sitting there, and I don't know if y'all can see, but right in here on the top, this is a little, it will tilt. This little screw right here, it'll tilt whichever way you want it, and you can set that, you know, and just do some vlogging or product, you know, filming, that kind of thing. You can put your put a GoPro mount here and put the GoPro on it. You can put your regular full-size camera. There's endless things to do with it, and it folds down to just about nothing. And then just put your put it back on, and then go about your business till you actually need it. So that is my every day of travel. I keep this with me every time we go. There's always something I'm going to need. There's something I'm going to have to have. This is what the little pouch looks like without everything in it. Make sure I got everything. But it can be as big or as little as you need it to be. You know, and it does, as you can see, it holds quite a bit. So there it is. The everyday travel for a travel vlogger. The everyday carry for a travel vlogger. The everyday travel for a travel vlogger. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've seen something that you might use. You know, this, like I said, is in case stuff happens. And I'm always adding and subtracting to this thing, but it folds down to a little nothing and goes into my bag. And I will show you the extent of my bag in a video to come. It'll be a what's in my bag kind of thing, and I'll show you how I actually keep all of my things together. I do not use pouches that I cannot see. You know, I like to see all of my things. You know, I know where they are, and then I can just, boom, there it is. So we'll get into that in the next video. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. You have a good one.